Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about solving two-step inequalities. So pretty much you can solve two-step inequalities. This should say solve two-step inequalities the exact same way you do two-step equations. The only thing you got to be careful of, remember, is if you multiply or divide by a negative number, you got to flip the sign. So, what if we have a problem like this? 5x minus 4 is greater than or equal to 11. Okay, so the first thing we would do is we'd look at this, if this was an equation, we had an equal sign here, was we would add 4 to both sides. So we're going to do that anyway. So this is going to go away. I'm going to be left with 5x greater than or equal to 15. Okay, now my next step is going to be to divide by 5. So x is greater than or equal to 3. Okay, so it's greater than or equal to, I got a closed dot on my graph at 3. And it's greater than or equal to, so I shade the right side. And I'm done. Should box my answer. So there you go, piece of cake. All right, solve b divided by negative 3 plus 4 is less than 13. Okay, this is exciting stuff right here. So the first thing I would do is I would subtract 4 from both sides here. So I'm going to get b divided by negative 3 is less than 9. Okay, next step. I got to get rid of this negative 3. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to multiply both sides by negative 3. Okay, this cancels that. I get b. Now, I multiply by negative, so I'm going to flip the sign, so now it's greater than. And I get negative 27, which is a huge problem for my graph because it only goes to negative 10. Wow. Okay, so what am I going to do? I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and do this. And then I'm going to take this box right here, and I'm going to fill it. There we go. All that's gone. Okay, so now I can put whatever numbers I want on here because that's what I'm going to do. So let's see, I need negative 27. I'm going to go ahead and just put that like right here. Negative 26, negative 25, negative 28. I don't have to put a whole bunch of numbers on here. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and put an open circle at negative 27 because it's greater than. I'm going to shade this side. And I'm done. All right, what fun. Can't have fun like this in PE or health. Okay, so now you're going to get to try to do these two things, okay? So 6y minus 7 is greater than 5. W divided by negative 4 plus 8 is greater than 9. Go ahead and pause the video here, do these two problems, then jump back on and see how you did. Let's see here. Let's do this. On this one, I'm going to add 7 first. So 6y is greater than 12. And then I'm going to divide by 6. And so y is going to be greater than 2. Okay, so I'm going to go find 2. I'm going to put an open circle there because it's greater than, not greater than or equal to. And I'm going to shade this side. Now remember, what does that open circle mean? It means that anything above 2 is an answer, like 2.0000000000001 is an answer, but 2 isn't. Okay? So then I'm going to go look at this one. And this one says, you know what? So let's subtract 8 first. So I get w over negative 4 is greater than, ooh, that's terrible. Greater than 1. So that's much nicer. Now I'm going to go ahead next. I'm going to multiply by negative 4 on both sides. Okay. Okay, this is going to cancel out. I'm going to get W. It flips the sign. Now it's less than. I get -4 right here. So there's my answer, my set of answers. I'm going to go to -4. I'm going to put an open circle. I'm going to shade the less than side, which is the left side. So that's what you should have got. Okay, which graph represents the solution to -7 times x plus 3 is less than or equal to 28? We have 4 choices here. Okay, so let's go ahead and solve this thing. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to rewrite it down here. And let's see, the first thing that I guess I would do to this thing is I would divide this both sides by -7. You could distribute it if you wanted to, but you don't have to. So this is going to cancel this out. It's going to leave me with x plus 3. It's going to flip this sign because I divided by a negative, so that's going to be greater than or equal to -4. And then I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides, and I'm going to get x is greater than or equal to -7. Okay. So I go find -7. That's these two, so these two are out, because that's +7. And then I want the greater than side. That's going to be the side that gets closer to 0, so it's going to be B. All right, what fun. All right, a contestant in a weight loss competition wants to lose an average of at least 8 pounds per month during a 5-month period. How many pounds must the contestant lose in the 5th month to meet the goal? Okay, so here's the deal. We know how to find an average. Okay? You add them up, you divide by however many numbers you have, and that's your average, right? So, what do I have? I have a number 12. I have a 9. I have a 5. And I have an 8. And then I have some other number that I don't know. I'm going to divide all that by 5, and that needs to be, since it says at least, it needs to be greater than or equal to 8. Wants to lose at least 8 pounds. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add up all these numbers here. So 12 and 8 is 20, 29, 34. Lost 34 pounds in 4 months, that's pretty good. Divided by 5, greater than or equal to 8. The next thing that I would do is I would multiply both sides of this equation by 5. Why do I do that? Because I want to cancel out that 5 right there. So then I get 34 plus x is not equal to, greater than or equal to 40. Which makes sense, because in 5 months, if they average 8 pounds, this person wants to lose 40 pounds in 5 months. Okay, now I go ahead and solve this. This is easy at this point. I subtract 34. And I get x is greater than or equal to 6. So they've got to lose more than 6 pounds, greater than or equal to 6 pounds in the last month. So 5, I would put greater than or equal to 6 over here. And they've met their goal, met or exceeded. 6 pounds would meet it. Anything above that would exceed it. Okay, so we're going to do in class next time 1 through 27 odd. I look forward to seeing you guys. Have a great evening.